Warden, I did warn you about the stone in these parts. Human masons will use whatever's at hand, but for proper walls, you need proper stone. The nearest quarry has some miserable slate nonsense. I need proper granite. The darker the better. I don't suppose, you know, in your travels... I'll be here. Don't tarry too long. Got a wall to rebuild.
Do you remember me? The merchant from the road? I've made a deal with your Mistress Wolsey to provide some new stock for the other merchants here. Make her bless you, sir.
You're back. You need anything? Oh, this will help a great deal. This is iron. Very high quality.
Armor and weapons could be made with this. I'll just get to it then. No one appreciates. Psst. Psst. Warden. Haren is content to let me craft away in obscurity under dreadful conditions. Never a care for the art of crafting. But you're not so dreadfully common. Exactly. I want to make wondrous things. Things a dwarf and craftsman would appreciate. If you come across any fantastical materials, could you perhaps visit old Wade?
Wade, what are you about?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Remember, fantastical materials.
You arranged for quite the welcome for us, didn't you, Commander? Not that I mind. Gave me a chance to do some proper testing. Oh, kind of you to notice. That was my work. The name is Dworken Glavenok. Some call me Dworken the Mad. That don't ruffle my beard, though. You have to be a little mad in my line of research. I developed these particular formulations, but it's the Qunari who perfected the art. That just gets in my craw. Sullen, ashen-skinned giants shouldn't be allowed to outsmart dwarves. So, I've been conducting experiments on lyrium sand and other volatile ingredients. If you got a mind to, aye. We used up all the explosives on those darkspawn. I can make more, but I'm out of lyrium sand. Lyrium dust is all over the place, but that's too fine. Dust's good for fuses, but not the boom I'm looking for. With real lyrium sand, I can set the lads to work. Wonderful. We can start making more explosives.
Warden, before you let my brother blow himself to little bitsies, tell him to be careful.
Don't listen to Voldrick. I know what I'm about.
And how many apprentices have you lost? 3? No, 4?
We'll know the risks. If we succeed, our names will go down in history. Fine. We'll be safe. Happy now, Voldrick? Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.
Yes, Commander? Oh, I simply must do something with this. So unique, so rare. Yes, a breastplate. Here, take this. These are a few knickknacks I need to begin my work. Find them soon. I simply cannot wait.
Oh, you're back to visit old Dworken? King Balin was a contentious choice, but he's good to his allies. The king figured the least he could do was send a few mad dwarves the Warden's way. I'll be careful. Careful-ish. Oh, you're back to visit old Dworkin? Aye, Commander. Aldrich, come over here. Well, I'll be...
We need to send us home, brother. Orzammar must know how the castless of Kal Harol acquitted themselves in their final hours.
Castless bearing arms. Oh, that'll go over well.
Those castless are heroes. It must be recorded by the Shaperate. Thank you, Commander. We'll see this is delivered into the right hands.
Seneschal Verrill has been looking for you. Please go to the throne room. Just give me a moment.
All rise. The Warden Commander and Liege Lord of all Amaranthine enters. I've held it off as long as I could, but you hold the right of high justice on your land. Certain matters of court must be decided. By custom, the claimants make their case to you. I'll advise you after, then you rule. The Seneschal of the Vigil can hold court as well, if the Arl commands it. There is a matter with Sir Temmerley that simply couldn't wait. Be seated. The Warden Commander will first hear the matter of the Crown against the sheepherder Alec.
On behalf of the Crown, I submit that Alec stole 2 bushels of grain bound for the garrison in Amaranthine. When confronted by soldiers, he confessed. The punishment for theft from the Crown is death by hanging.
What say you, Alec?
My sheep were slaughtered by the Darkspawn. My family was starving. I asked for mercy. Commander, mercy.
The poor bugger. Had he stolen from anyone besides the Crown, he'd escape with a flogging.
Thank you. Thank you.
The next matter is of a civil nature. Lady Lysa Pacton is the sovereign of Terns Down. She...
I prefer to speak for myself. The old Arl Rendon Howe made certain promises to me. Some of these he committed to paper. I was given the right to the incomes of the Southern Bridge.
And what part did you take in Howe's conspiracies, Lysa? To get such a fruitful prize? I am Sir Darren, and it is my land she seeks. Taken from me because I was one of the few nobles who stood against Tern Loghain.
Commander, Sir Darren is an ally, and Amaranthine has precious few who support you wholeheartedly.
If there's any hope of persuading more nobles to your cause, you must be fair-minded.
My father built that bridge. But, very well. I place my trust in you.
The Commander has spoken. The matter is resolved. Bring in Sir Temmerley the Ox.
Sir Temmerley stands accused of a murder most foul. You and your men came upon Sir Tamra in the dead of night and did cravenly ambush her. You dare too much, Captain Garavel. I am noble-born and will not submit to your accusations. You are accused of murder, sir. My soldiers found you fleeing while Sir Tamra's blood was still hot. There's a great deal of traffic on the roads, not all of it human. And it's so dangerous at night. We were merely in a hurry to reach a nice, safe place. You mock this court with your denials. You have nothing, Captain. Release me, Commander. It's this common lout's word against mine.
You will recall Sir Tamra as the knight who warned us against the conspiracy. Sir Temmerley was a confederate of Arl Howe. Only some blood on their clothes. A sadly common sight on travelers these days. Besides that, nothing. The captain looked into the matter thoroughly. If he's innocent, I'm the Empress of Orlais. But it's possible, I suppose. There'd be some outrage. There's no love for the Ox, but he's a noble. With such scant evidence. But you are within your rights to execute him. I fear you're correct. What is your will?
What is the meaning of this? You can't do this!
Oh, but the Commander very much can. This session of the Arling's court is over. And Maker, help me. I hope the next one is easier than this.
Where is he? I know he's here. Cough him up, Warden. You're not gonna pull the moss over my eyes. Oghren, get your hairy ass down here.
Hang on to your beard, woman. Is this a conjugal visit? Looking for Oghren to grease the old wheel?
Don't lay a finger on me. You've done a lot of stupid things on a whim, but joining the Wardens...
Didn't you say it would be... hot?
We were role-playing.
Look, I didn't sign up on a whim, all right? You kicked me out.
You were just looking for an excuse.
You kept trying to make me into something I'm not. I can't play house like you want me to. I'm only good at one thing, Fells, and it's killing.
He's always been good at killing. That and making absolutely nug-brain decisions. You had a good thing in the army. They respected you.
Felsie, I finally got the old conquer on straight, and I don't belong anywhere but here.
Fine, Oghren, if that's what you want. The baby and I will just have to get by without you.
I'd just end up being hit. She's a tiny thing, but packs a surprising wallop. And in this mood, she'd go straight for my danglers. Come on, there's Darkspawn waiting to be killed.
You know, I'm actually not the first Howe to be a Grey Warden. Following in my grandfather's footsteps, more like. His name was Padric Howe. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died. I know that now. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to. My father often forgot that nobility has another meaning. You know, my grandfather had a bow passed down from his grandfather. I wonder if it's still around. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are Darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
You are gonna pay me, right? For all that arse-whipping I do for you? A stipend? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, what's a stipend? Money. Now there's a word I understand. What an arrangement. You feed me and I get to take my frustrations out on the Darkspawn. Anyway, can I have a pony? Nah, it's okay. I know you think I'm just... Bronca used to collect these little horse statues. Whoa, everything's spinning. And you're very shiny. Oh, gonna go sit down now.
Wow. I've never seen so many books in my life. This one's a Navarran romance. Pretty spicy, too, from the looks of it. What's an Antivan milk sandwich? Oh. Oh, I see. I'll just put that back. I've only read one book. My friend Varlin taught me while we were in the Legion. He only had the one. He's dead now. He was a noble, once. From House Volney. I don't know why he ended up in the Legion. He wouldn't say. I saw death take my friends, knowing it would take him as well. I fought hard to keep us both alive. Varlin embraced the Legion's philosophy, that we were already dead. I couldn't let go like that. That's a nice way to think about it. Blow off the dust to find the vein of silver, huh? If I'm gonna get through all these books before the Darkspawn find me, I need to get started. In the Legion, we would often tell stories before bedtime. Naughty stories.
Hey, I gotta thank you for saving my hide today. There was that guy, and he was all, "Arr," and I was, "Arr," but then I got hit by an arrow. And then I fell over, and it was meep, but you were there, and you were all, "Roar." Spectaculous. I'm gonna drink to you, Commander. Here's to the...
Commander, the men cleared the rubble. You'll have to see what they found for yourself. Here we are. Look at her.
I knew it led to the deep roads. I could smell it.
It looks safe enough to climb down. Find a way to stop the Darkspawn from coming back this way. Good luck.
Told me what the ceremony was like.
It begins with chanting and toasts. Then we bid our families farewell. Then wailing and tears.
That does sound like a funeral. How depressing.
We're not the Legion of jaunty pub songs.
But think how much easier recruitment would be if you were. What now?
finish.
Commander, the ancestors favor us indeed. This is a dwarven barrier door. Before old Calharol fell, she nearly had it complete. Only the mechanism needs work. If they'd only had a bit more time to finish, Orzammar wouldn't be all alone. Won't take me long to fix up the mechanism. Poor sods were nearly done. This is proper dwarven engineering. You stand back now. It'll buy us a few years. A decade if we're lucky.
That'll give us time to devise a more permanent solution. Of course. Are you ready? Of course.
The Legion do when you're not, you know, dying?
I'm not sure. We do that a lot.
You can't do it all hours of the day. There must be some times when you're not out getting killed.
In those hours, we listen to smart-mouthed mages ask stupid questions.
I always thought dwarves would be nicer.
I always thought mages would be smarter.
Is this what I think it is? It is.
That's the Howe crest burned into the wood right there. This is my grandfather's bow. Or rather, my grandfather was the last to use it. It was originally made for an ancestor during the Exalted Marches. Thank you. It's good to have a part of my family's legacy again. Something to be proud of.
So, you're a...
Do you have a point, Mage?
Hey, I'm fond of the Hows. I'm also fond of the whys, the whos, and the whats.
How clever.
Oh, it's shameful how long it took me to come up with that.
Oh, you're back to visit old Dworkin? Wonderful. We can start making more explosives. Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.
Samuel! Groundskeeper Samuel! Is that you?
Who? Maker's breath. If it isn't little Nate. I'd know that face anywhere.
Groundskeeper, I am overjoyed that you stayed on. Please, do you know how my brother died? And my sister? I was in the Free Marches.
Your brother died in the war. And Lady Delilah, don't you know? She isn't dead, son. Not that I know of. Last I heard, she married a storekeep in Amaranthine. Don't know which one. Poor girl.
Did you hear that? My sister is alive. I knew about my mother and heard my brother might be dead. I suppose I just assumed that Delilah was dead too. Could we ask around the shops next time we're in Amaranthine? Thank you. I would be interested to know just what happened to her.
Bugs out in the forest are as big as your head.
You're back, eh? What's it like out there? Darkspawn crawling all over? Thank the Maker. Mika's been afraid to move from this spot since he lost a stupid thing.
Sorry, couldn't go without Lucky Deerfoot. Thanks for finding it.
And now we're getting away before the Darkspawn arrive. Good luck to you.
Ooh, fingers twitching, so much shiny. I know better than to nick any of this. I was just remembering. Growing up castless in Dusttown, we took what we could get, when we could get it. But that doesn't excuse what I was. A thief and a lying rotten duster. Let's move along before the temptation becomes too great. I've only so much self-control.
Delilah? Is that really you?
Nathaniel, I had feared the worst.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back. Once all this is done, meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it. I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much? What if I'd never left? I didn't have much choice, but still. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
Oh, sorry about that. Why, you ungrateful, backstabbing duster!
Commander, that's not what she's mad about. But...
Name's Misha. I was a merchant until she ruined me. I had her running errands, trying to keep one duster out of trouble. I thought I was doing a good deed. Then, I hear House Bimo's lost a gold statuette of their paragon. Next day, it turns up in my shop.
I tried to say no, but Barat said he'd kill you if I refused. He needed to get rid of it.
House Bimo could have had me executed. You could have spoken up, told them the truth.
And then Barat would have killed me. I'm in the Legion of the Dead now. I'm going to die in the deep roads, Misha.
I have to deliver these skins to the tanner. Need to make a living somehow. Out of my way, Brand.
It's in the past. We should move on, Commander.
Doors busted down, skulls thumped, and vices preyed upon. But I have answers. I could not unearth the conspirators' identities. They are paranoid. But I know they meet at Old Stark's farm on the Ferroval Plains. Make her be with you.
Aye, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation. I am fluent in sarcasm. You can't fool me. Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her. During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it. It is. It really is. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. You seem fascinated with Sir Pounce-a-Lot.
We don't have cats in Orzammar. Well, maybe some nobles have them if they buy them from a surface merchant.
Everyone needs a pet.
Well, I had a nug once, for about an hour, before my uncle slaughtered him and ate him.
I think that's where the phylacteries are. It's probably guarded.
And here I almost believed the infamous Anders wouldn't take the bait.
Ah, yes. I suppose I should have known it would be you.
You made a poor choice with this one, Commander. Anders will never submit, not to us and not to you. So far, yes. I'll make sure that this murderer is never a bother to anyone again.
What? No, you can't arrest me! King Alistair allowed my conscription.
The Chancellor's authority supersedes the Crown in this matter. You cannot hide within the Grey Warden's ranks. Hardly surprising. The Grey Wardens have ever been a haven for criminals and Maleficar. I do not know how you inspire such loyalty, Anders, but it will avail you naught. Now you come with us.
More enemies ahead! Very well.
Let's make this quick!
I wonder if Nemea knew about this. I guess it doesn't really matter. Thank you. You stood by me, and I appreciate that. I guess they do. Anyhow, let's go before someone else rushes in to waggle a finger at us.
Did you see those two throwing money around last night?
I wish I had a mysterious benefactor.
What can I get for you, friend?
Very well. Shall be done. I shall do it. Shall be done. I shall do it.
Who's up for next speaker?
No one loves a grump.
For a dead woman, you're remarkably perky.
I could be less perky if you like. The darkness of the deep roads has seeped into my soul. The world is dead. My heart is black. Alas. Whoa. Whoa.
Let's stick to perky.
Hey, Commander. We need to talk. Dreams. You get them? This is a Grey Warden thing, huh? Why didn't anyone tell me? Yeah, this particular dream put me right off my breakfast. In my dream, I saw one of those bloated, vomit-smeared broodmothers, and it had Hespeth's face. You remember Hespeth, don't you? Branka was there and whispered, "It's time," and Hespeth screamed and 1,000 darkspawn burst from her. You're telling me? Then the darkspawn surrounded me and started talking, asking me if I would like lemon in my tea. And could I please teach them to read and write? And one of them kept repeating, "Where's the baby?" And that's when I woke up. Usually they accuse me of the opposite. Thanks for listening, Commander.
I didn't think I'd ever see Misha again. After all, she's exiled and I'm in the Legion. Maybe the ancestors thought it would be funny to see me get yelled at on the street. No, she wasn't. It's all true. Misha caught me stealing a leg of nug once, and instead of telling the shopkeeper, she paid for it. She said the casteless turned a crime because we have no options. If she could help one casteless girl, but I proved that I'm scum. Just as they always said. The Legion changes people. Some change for the better, others for the worse. But all of us change. I know now, having lost many friends, that friendship isn't something to be squandered. Perhaps I could make amends. Misha said something about working for a tanner. I could visit, just to talk. Thank you. Well, I should rest. Busy days ahead of us.
May I point out that you're all right? You're all right. Really, when the Templars came for me, you could have decided I wasn't worth the trouble. But I apparently am worth the trouble. Considering I'm usually a lot of trouble, I should be grateful. And I'm glad to be around. When you recruited me, I thought I was jumping from the frying pan into the fire. But being a warden is almost tolerable. It's a pleasant stroll through the park, with Darkspawn. You're a giver. I'm very grateful. I thought it was worth mentioning. Thank you, Commander, for everything.
So, what about it, huh? Huh? I was thinking about my plan for a grand fleet of Mabari chariots. Talked to your dog about it once. Didn't seem impressed. Thing is, the Grey Wardens could use a snazzier image. Everyone thinks we're a grim stick-in-the-muds. Oh, and the ladies love them chariots. Oh, yes. Talk about me stinking up the joint.
What are you on about now?
Cat piss. Little kitty there makes me want to vomit.
Don't listen to him, Sir Pouncelot. You smell just fine.
Another step and poor Lady Eileen dies. Where's Lord Bensley? The deal was he'd give us the money himself. Hawk, show her. Hand over the gold. Now. Hawk, send her over. The money. Now. Defend yourselves, men.
We must not exhaust our... Shall be done.
Thank the Maker, thank you. I thought I was going to die in...
Hear that?
As you say.
Trees smell good. Grass smells good too. And flowers, of course. The surface is full of such wonderful smells. In the deep roads, all you smell is moist rock or dry earth. And darkspawn. There's a smell I won't miss. Unfortunately. The only thing worse than the smell of darkspawn is the smell of broodmothers. Now there's a foulness that cannot be described. But trees? Trees smell good. Oghren, I could light your breath on fire.
That's not the only thing you could light on fire, saucy lady.
Do you ever stop drinking?
Oh, don't you worry about that. It enhances the Oghren experience. I'm like a cherry soaked in brandy, plump, juicy, and full of intoxicating flavor.
Ugh.
Out of my way. I need to get out of here. I'm no one. I just want to get out of here. Nothing. We heard about the caravan attacks, but it wasn't us, I swear. We just thought there would be valuables left behind, but then... Maker, help me. She's here. Gotta get away.
I recall you from the last gathering of the clans. Your keeper is Marathari, is she not? I was with our keeper, Ilshe, when she spoke to Marathari. I am Valana. Watch your back around these parts. There are dark spawn, and the Shem settlements do not look kindly on the Dalish. Possibly. There are, however, things more terrible than dark spawn. The merchants would do well to fear me.
Guild? You work with the Shems? Have you no shame? Do you know what they did?
They stole my sister, and likely sold her to merchants. I will not rest until I have her back! You should go. I have no quarrel with you, and I would hate for that to change.
It is beginning. Very well. I shall do it. Very well. It is begun. Very well. This is the part I like. I shall do it.
Don't these Dalish elves travel in packs? What's with a tiny camp? And here, looks like there was a bit of a fight, but no bodies. Just all these weapons. Something smells here, Commander, and it isn't me.
Darkspawn!
Here. It has been a long time. I have forgotten my name, but I am a warrior. I am Avar, and I am cursed. I care not what I am called. Seasons beyond counting, I was a man to be feared, a man of war. The Tevinter mages, they came here seeking easy prey, but they found me, my brother, my tribe. We broke their army at the Fort of 1,000 Vigils, then pursued the Magister. Perhaps time changes all things. We cornered the Magister here. Here we would sacrifice him to Yuvola, the god of this wood. As his guards fell one by one, he struck my brother and I with liquid fire. So, even as the Magister's body was torn apart, my brother and I watched from stone eyes. The Tevinter Magister that cursed my brother and I, he leads a mockery of life. Disturb the ashes nearby. Summon him. Kill him. Free me.
Stranger. No, come here. My brother called to you. Do not listen. The Magister's death will accomplish nothing. My brother is consumed by rage. Over long years, his anger grows. Anger will not free us. Revenge will not free us. I've used the long years to think, to pray to our gods. There is no release, but with peace, serenity, we can sleep. I have slept many seasons with only my brother's anger to call me back. Show him the way. This does not have to be a torment. With reason or a silver tongue. He is the son of the Father, a warrior born. With the long seasons, I have seen that violence often accomplishes naught. Teach him.
The deed is not yet done. My brother has grown weak. In truth, weakness was always in him. He was a thinker, a dreamer, not a warrior. Twice before he has been struck down. Once very long ago. Once by an Alamari Dane. I do not know your legends. He asked after a dragon. But I know nothing of dragons either. This life of Earth is beyond bearing. The Magister stirs from his ashes, and my blood boils. He yet lives. What you ask is difficult. My soul calls out to smite he who cursed my brother and me. I will try. It will take time.
You have calmed him. If it lasts, perhaps we can sleep and wake in a brighter future. Thank you. Does it matter? Before I sleep, let me whisper to you of lore of the earth, our secret herbs. May they help you, stranger. Good night.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
You're standing in my dirt. That dirt was specially prepared for my plants. I only have to find the seeds now. It's just a matter of time, I'm sure. You've heard of me then? Read one of my books, have you? Win? What now? She's not going to try to get me to teach slack-jawed apprentices again, is she? She used to pester Uldred about his duty to the apprentices, when he just wanted to be left alone. No wonder he went crazy and tried to kill everyone. And she told you to find me? Huh. She must be clutching at straws. It's been some time since the college was called together. Why now? No, I can't go. Not yet. I'm not leaving till I get the seeds of the northern prickleweed. I've been here too long just to give up. I suppose another pair of eyes wouldn't hurt. And if you actually succeed, I'm sure I could scrounge up some kind of reward. You're looking for the seeds of a northern prickleweed. The plant has broad, dark green leaves with thorny stems and is most commonly found growing on rocky ground. Go on now. If I'm going to be traveling, I'll need to make preparations.
Looks like we're in for some...
There! More of the fiends ahead!
Any luck? Did you find any northern prickleweed? Marvelous. Look at them. Oh, magnificent. Such a smooth seed coat. Like onyx. You, my friend, are a worker of miracles. Here, I whipped up some herbal remedies for you, and a list of instructions so you can recreate them if you like. And now it's time for me to leave. Perhaps our paths will cross again at a later date. Good luck.
Don't look. Don't look at me. Olaf, my name. came with friends to drive out away the elf, but the dark spawn were too quick. We were ripped apart, biting claws and teeth from the darkness, and then I woke, flesh and bone and gristle under me, around me. Everyone dead. Dead, soft meat melting into the ground. I crawled away, came here. Can't stand to see it. No. Darkspawn came first. They slaughtered us, took our steel, brought it to the elven camp, tricked us, tricked the elf. Now, she thinks we are to blame. Hunts all in her rage while they watch.
So all these people died over a misunderstanding? Maker, that's horrible. We have to stop her. Tell her she's wrong. Do you think she's back at her camp? We could try looking for her there.
The Dark Ones are curious about you, too. They watch you as well as her. Can you feel them? Sister? I have a sister. Do I? Elf sister? No, we did not take her. Probably dead. Or eaten. Beneath, around, from shadows. Am already dead. Am already gone. Make an end, please.
What do you want from me? Don't you understand? I have to do this to get Serani back. I know a human crime when I see it. I've experienced more than enough of them. You will pay for repeating their lies.
I shall do.
can the Dalish hope to revive our past glory when we slaughter each other like animals? Then will you let me go? For the sake of our people and what we share? Talk. What? The Darkspawn are mindless. It is not possible. I wondered why anyone would discard the weapons. But you say the Darkspawn planted them? That would mean the Darkspawn killed my people and took my sister. That is Sereni's. She would never willingly part with that. Our mother gave it to her before she died. Why would the Darkspawn do this? You have no reason to trust me, but let me come with you.
Great, another twitchy magic sword. Just what we need.
We Dalish must band together. I apologize for my actions. Now, where should we seek the Darkspawn? There is an abandoned mine some ways to the north of here. The tunnels run far into the earth. We will likely find the Darkspawn there.
There! More of the fiends ahead!
So you are the commander of the Grey Wardens. Do not be frightened. Your injuries have been tended to. I apologize for what I must do. I do not wish to be your enemy. But now is not the time for this. Rest.
Sereni!
they done to you?
They haven't done anything. I'm fine, Villana. It's not me he wants. I have to get you out before something bad happens. I don't want anyone else to be hurt.
Yes, all right. Let me out and I'll take you home.
The Darkspawn have your things. You can still get it all back if you're careful and clever. They're going to come back to check on you. You have to hurry. I don't know anything, but take this key. It opens a chest in the emissary's room. Maybe you'll find some answers there. I found it. They're coming. You have to go. Find a way out of the mines. Please.
I can't just leave you. Sarani, wait!
The Darkspawn have sensed us!
Let's see what you get in the dark.
Spawn standing under ancient, crumbling statuary. I smell an opportunity.
As you say. Shall be done.
Say your prayers.
Good job!
As you say. I shall do it.
Hey, that's mine! That thing has my things! It's got its sallow, clammy hands all over my doodads, touching my junk! No one touches Argren's junk and lives!
Hear that? There's something else there.
It is begun. As you say.
You're the Warden Commander. I would not have expected to meet you here. Did those bastards get you too? I was to help rebuild the Ferelden Wardens, just as you were. We were at Vigil's Keep less than a week when the Darkspawn came. I think I'm the only one left. The others are dead, or worse. There's no sense in regret. You must escape. The Darkspawn have some kind of plan for you, and it cannot be good. But listen, there is a Darkspawn here carrying a huge maul. He crushed my legs. He took my wedding ring. Please, Commander, slay him. Bring the ring to my wife, Nida, in Amaranthine. Tell her I died trying to make this world better. No, I will only slow you down. Please, do this for me. It is all I ask.
Shall be done.
First elf I've ever known. Do you feel honored?
Why would I feel honored?
Your actions will influence my opinions of your race. Forever.
Oh, thank you. I needed more anxiety.
Glad to help.
These things have unusual powers. Be wary. Done.
You are not supposed to be here. Once. I made a deal with the creatures, and they set me free. I bring them supplies, they give me gold. No. All I care is that the Darkspawn honor our arrangement. Questioning them would be inadvisable. Very well. I see that you're in a bit of trouble, and I am not heartless. But if you truly wish my help, I would suggest you escape this place as soon as you can. You return. Vigil's Keep? That is the Grey Warden's keep near Amaranthine. Yes, I know it. If there is coin to be had, Armas will be there. We will meet again, if you survive this place.
Must be careful against this. Begun. As you say.
Why is she with that monster? We must get to her.
They're Darkspawn. They'll head underground to the Deep Roads. They always do.
The home of the Children of Stone. Yes. They say Wardens can sense Darkspawn even deep beneath the ground. I would join the Grey Wardens. Give me the ability to hunt down these monsters in the deep. I am not afraid of death. I will pledge my service to you in exchange for the powers your order can grant. What say you? Masiranas. Shall we go then? I've had enough of this place.
Unfortunate. No, it is lost to us now. There is no point in returning, Uther. Your former comrades are impressive. They will be difficult to convince. No, Uther. I will fulfill my promise to you. All is not lost yet. Come. We must prepare for battle.